The idea that certain naturally occurring plant compounds might help the body eliminate senescent, or zombie, cells is one of the most exciting and accessible frontiers in anti-aging science. Among the most promising candidates are ovanillin, physidin, and quercetin, bioactive molecules found in foods and spices that not only reduce oxidative stress, but may also act as senolytics, selectively targeting and clearing aging cells that promote inflammation and degeneration. These compounds offer a potentially safer, food-based alternative to synthetic drugs, and their presence in common dietary sources makes them especially appealing as everyday tools for promoting cellular health and longevity. Vanillin, a compound closely related to the familiar flavor molecule vanillin from vanilla beans, has recently emerged in research as a potential senolytic. It has shown promising effects in laboratory studies where it was found to selectively induce apoptosis, cell death, in senescent cells, particularly those involved in age-related intervertebral disc degeneration, a key contributor to chronic back pain. What makes vanillin especially interesting is its dual action. It not only targets senescent cells, but also reduces the inflammatory signaling that typically accompanies cellular aging. This suggests that it could both clear and calm aging tissues, offering a two-pronged approach to mitigating degenerative disease. Physidin, a flavonoid found in strawberries, apples, onions, and cucumbers, is another standout in the field of natural senolytics. Preclinical studies in mice have demonstrated that physidin can reduce the burden of senescent cells in multiple tissues, improve cognitive function, reduce systemic inflammation, and extend lifespan, even when administered later in life. What sets physidin apart is its relatively high safety profile and broad activity. It appears to work across several types of senescent cells, including those in the brain, fat, and joints. In fact, physidin has already progressed into human clinical trials, including studies on its potential to alleviate frailty and improve immune function in older adults. The early data is encouraging, and because it is already present in food, many researchers are optimistic about its long-term safety. Quercetin, another well-known flavonoid found in apples, onions, tea, and leafy greens, has also demonstrated senolytic potential. When paired with the cancer drug dasatinib in preclinical models, quercetin helped eliminate senescent cells more effectively than either agent alone. It targets specific survival pathways that allow zombie cells to resist death, and when used strategically, it can weaken these defenses and promote clearance. Quercetin also has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, which further support tissue health even beyond its senolytic action. Although it's been widely consumed as a dietary supplement for years, its specific role in senescence-targeting therapies is still being refined in ongoing studies. What unites all these compounds is their ability to act selectively, damaging senescent cells while sparing healthy, functional ones. This is a critical feature because the goal is not to kill cells indiscriminately, but to restore balance to the cellular environment by removing the dysfunctional ones that secrete harmful inflammatory factors. When these cells are cleared, tissues often regain some regenerative capacity, inflammation subsides, and biological age markers begin to improve. While these natural senolytics offer an appealing alternative to synthetic drugs, they are not without complexity. Dosage, bioavailability, and timing of administration all matter. For example, most of these compounds have relatively low oral bioavailability, meaning that only a small percentage reaches the bloodstream in active form. Researchers are now exploring different delivery systems such as nanoparticles, liposomal carriers, or intermittent high-dose pulsing regimens to overcome this limitation and enhance efficacy. Another consideration is that senolytics may need to be taken periodically, rather than continuously, to maximize their effects while minimizing potential risks. It's also important to note that not all senescent cells are inherently harmful. In small, controlled numbers, they can assist with tissue repair, wound healing, and tumor suppression. The key lies in reducing the chronic, widespread accumulation of these cells that occurs with age and stress, not eliminating all of them indiscriminately. Natural senolytics, with their gentler mechanisms and integration into familiar foods, may be particularly well-suited for this delicate balancing act. In conclusion, vanillin, physidin, and quercetin represent a new class of nutraceuticals with real therapeutic potential. They bring the promise of senolytic therapy into the realm of daily living, accessible, affordable, and compatible with a health-conscious lifestyle. While more human research is needed to establish ideal dosages and confirm long-term benefits, the early signs are remarkably hopeful. By harnessing the power of nature's own compounds, We may soon be able to combat the root causes of aging and degeneration, restoring not just years to life, but vitality to those years.